Hello, everyone, and welcome to Geeks of the Round Hangout discussion for Season 2 of Sleepy Hollow, Episode 14, called Kali Yuga, which is a very weird name. Anywho, and we are going to be discussing a rather, well, according from my perspective, this episode was not the best. It was probably the worst episode of the season so far, and we only got 2 episodes left this season, I believe. But that's beside the point. How about, before I actually get into how much I dislike this episode, we introduce my other panelists, where we have Isaiah Mullins. Say Isaiah. Say hi, Isaiah. Yeah.
Isaiah's frozen, and you know it.
All right, due to the internet quality from me. I know, right? It's weird.
Wow.
Well, say hello,
Oh, who's this
Isaiah.
now? Oh, now? Yes? Yes?
Yes. We're live, dude.
Why'd
Okay,
you say
ladies
that
and gentlemen,
before? I knew we
welcome.
were live anyway.
Isaiah's internet is acting up like always. So, hi, I'm Lou Rod, and me and Charles are going to take over until Isaiah can fix his shit.
Okay, then. Well, all right. Okay, well, as I stated in my introduction, this was not my favorite episode of the season. If anything, I did not despise this episode, but I really did not care for it. I really didn't. I mean, the only high note of the entire episode was Jamie Murray. She played Camilla, and I know her from the TV show. What was it? Warehouse 13, where she played H.G. Wells, also known as Helena Wells.
No.
And then she also acted in Defiance, or she currently acts in Defiance, where she plays Stama Tar, which I actually enjoy. Yeah, and I
Oh,
actually
God, you remember that
Defiance,
crap? Oh,
but beside the point, the reason why I think that Jamie Murray is the high note of this episode is because she's hot, and that's about it. And
Bias.
I don't know, beyond that, I did not like what they did with this episode. I did not care for what they were doing for Holly's backstory. I mean, yeah, sure, it was okay to hear about how Holly was raised, who raised him, that kind of stuff. That was great, but I did not like what they did. I did not like how they turned her into a monster, and that her monster wasn't even remotely related to this fight against evil. It was a part of it, because you may say that Moloch is evil, therefore all evil is affiliated with him. Well, the way you would understand it, Moloch is a part of Christian mythology. He's a demon in Christian mythology. And Jamie Murray was playing this Vatala thing, which is a part of Hindu mythology, more specifically under the goddess Kali, which is the goddess of death and destruction on their end. So I thought that did not go well with the whole setting of Sleepy Hollow, and it didn't make much sense to me, and I got the feeling that Sleepy Hollow is trying to be too similar to Supernatural. Now, I'm not saying that Supernatural is a terrible show. I love Supernatural. I've been watching that show ever since Season 3. But I don't think that taking that kind of route for the story in Sleepy Hollow would make a lot of sense for that show. One of the things that made Sleepy Hollow so awesome was that it had a focus. But doing something like this kind of takes away from that focus, and it's not good. And I have a very strong feeling that this show will start to decline throughout the rest of Season 2, even though we got 2 more episodes, and then all throughout Season 3. I highly doubt this. If they're going to keep doing this, I highly doubt the show will make it to a 4th season. I highly doubt it.
No, I actually enjoyed the episode. Minus Abby singing and Ichabod singing, because, oh, God, was that...
Oh, no, Abby's singing I actually like. The karaoke that I did, Abby's singing, she has a good singing voice.
Oh, but, fuck that shit. She was boring me with that shit.
I thought she was great, but Ichabod actually doing that shanty, and then, of course, we see the bar being completely empty. It kind of gets me the feeling like, Ichabod, did you scare everybody away? Yeah, that was great.
How would you know that this was Abby and Crane's best moments in the show, dude?
Oh no, the chemistry between Abby and Crane was gone. Completely gone. I mean, there wasn't any remnant of it left. It was because watching the two of them together, trying to figure stuff out together, it was cringeworthy. I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch it. I had to fast forward through some of it in some parts because it was just
I'm speaking
embarrassing
for
to watch.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
I'm speaking for Izzy. He
yeah,
says
because
Abby and Crane's moment is the best part in the show. And I'm
yeah.
like, really, dude? Really?
How can you
Really?
label it the best part in the show when their chemistry is basically gone?
They had no chemistry. They were barely in scenes together. And when they weren't in the scenes together, she was bossing his ass around and he was acting like a bitch.
Yeah, I'm not liking what they're doing with this show. Sleepy Hollow is starting to look like to become a victim of the classic antics of Fox.
I don't think so just yet because, like I said earlier, this show was recorded
Well, hey,
months,
at
months,
least
if not weeks ago before they made all these stupid announcements at TCA, which I do agree with you, Whedon. If they do go that route, they're going to really ruin this show. And why even bother bringing back a third season if they're going to do that?
Oh no, this show will make it to a third season, but at this rate, I'm pretty certain that season 3 is going to be terrible. I have a very strong feeling that season 3 is going to be all over the place, and they're going to lose almost all of their viewers. And by the time it's time to try to renew it for a fourth season, they will not have enough viewers to justify a fourth season. I really don't think it's going to make it to 4 seasons. It'll make it to a third, but it won't make it to a fourth. I'm calling it right now. That is my prediction.
Is that your wild speculation?
Pretty much pointless. Yeah. Also, the Irving storyline was bullshit city.
Yeah. Yeah, the Captain Irving stuff was crap, and to be honest, the big reveal that they did at the end where he was hugging he was hugging his wife. I mean, it kind of felt like, is this like Sixth Sense or something? Just, I mean, it's like
I wouldn't know. That movie sucked.
Yeah, it did suck, but no, it's just, I mean, it's like he's a ghost, but he doesn't know he's a ghost. I mean, that's basically Sixth Sense all over the place.
Ex-wife, what? It's simple. What was old shall become new again. She did say we could start a new chapter in our life.
But he's a ghost now. That's
so we assume he's a ghost, or is he a vampire in disguise?
God damn it! If they bring vampires into this, I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm out. As soon as you bring vampires into this mess, I am fucking out.
I was fucking around with that part, but hey, why not?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if there are vampires in Sleepy Hollow, no more hangout discussions are happening because I am out.
Charles Whedon will quit.
No, at this point.
No, I'm not going to quit. I will tough through it, but I sure as hell ain't coming back for a season 3.
Using Ghost Bullshit City is just awful.
Ghost City. Ghost Bullshit City. That's a catchy phrase. I'm going to have Isaiah trademark it.
We're going to have to call the Ghosters are now these extremely unfunny female actresses. But anywho, back to Sleepy Hollow, because that was my fault because I went off track.
Oh no, telling Melissa McCartney.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I really did not like this episode at all, especially what they were doing with Kali. I mean, like I explained, the villain for the first half of season 2, and then all of season 1, Moloch was the bad guy, and Moloch is a part of Christian mythology. He is supposed to be like one of the main demons in hell. He's like one of the most powerful demons in hell. But the thing is that now that he's gone, they have no more big bads, so they decided to resort to something that is not even remotely connected to Christian mythology. They decided to bring in a whole new villain. They decided to bring in a whole new villain, which is basically going to be Jamie Murray. I will not be surprised if Jamie Murray became a regular cast member in season 3, where she ended up becoming the main villain in season 3. Because if you remember. No, it's just if you remember at the end of this episode, they were about to kill her and she ran away. So she ran.
She got away because Holly hesitated. If he doesn't hesitate, that bitch is gone. But to your point, I think she's not feel that Moloch is dead. They're going to save his ass for a big reveal. You watch.
No, well, the thing is that he's a demon. He can't be truly killed. The only thing that can happen is to banish him back to hell. That's the only thing that could have happened.
So they're going to banish his ass back, and he's going to make a surprise entrance from Purgatory with Henry being bitch slapped by him
Like a gimp outfit.
like a gnome.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's see. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, I think that Jamie Murray might end up becoming the big bad. She's going to make a return before the end of season 2, and she's probably going to be a big bad near the end of or near us, and sometime in season 3. And
Okay.
also with Orion, I don't even know what the hell happened to Orion.
He disappeared like the other guy that we keep talking about with the Headless Horseman's head.
I don't know.
The Kindred, whatever you
he-
call him.
that's right. Yeah, I completely forgot about the Kindred, and I actually like the Kindred. So yeah, the Kindred only showed up once in season 2.
You want to know where they were at? They went down south to go have a barbecue.
I'm
That's
just going to
fair.
assume that that's funny and only you can get it. So okay, that works. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. This episode was terrible in my opinion. It was terrible. If I had to give it a rating, it would be a 3.7 out of 10 is what I would give it.
Now, I have a question for you, Mr. Whedon.
Yes.
Is she confirmed to be back in multiple episodes?
Jamie Murray, the Camilla.
Yes.
Don't know. I didn't even know that it was. I didn't even know that she was going to be in this episode. I knew that it was going to bring in a character named Camilla, but I didn't know it was going to be her playing her.
So you are just speculating her.
From what I understand, from what I understand about this kind of plot line, she will come back this season.
She could be back the next episode and they finish her ass off.
She will be back this season, and I think that she's not going to be killed this season. She's going to come back next season, and she's going to be a much stronger villain next season.
But in Isaiah logic, why? She's not that powerful of a villain.
She's not powerful.
She's a Vatala, and she's in servant of Kali. So Kali could end up giving her, oh, god damn it, now I'm actually supporting the whole idea of bringing in a Hindu goddess. Wow. No, it doesn't make sense to me. According to what I understand about the lore of Sleepy Hollow, the whole point of Sleepy Hollow was the Headless Horseman. And guess what? Headless Horseman wasn't even really headless this season. I mean, yeah, that's...
Well, yes, he was. But only when Ichabod and Katrina were present, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was right. But, oh, man, what the hell? You know what? Fox can kiss my sweet ass. I mean, I don't know, man.
Christian and Hindu religion is all the same bullshit.
I understand, Isaiah. We're not trying to get into a whole religious debate here, dude. So, yeah. Stay muted, dude. Stay muted.
It's all the same bullshit city ghost town.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is that most of Sleepy Hollow to this point, before this most recent episode, has always been gathering its influence from Christian mythology. So to turn around and to take something from Hindu mythology, no, it just doesn't work. I mean, there would have had to have been a build-up, but no, they did a complete 180.
Isaiah's logic will save you, and I will bring the wrath of Melissa McCarthy upon you all.
Her non-acting ass!
God damn it, man. Ah, son of a bitch. You know what? I actually feel like I have to apologize to my current panelists and to the high-ups at Geeks of the Round because this episode annoyed the living crap out of me.
Speak your mind, Whedon. Say the truth. It annoyed the shit out of you.
Yes, it annoyed the holy shit out of me. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I hated this episode. I really hope that next week's episode will be better. Only knowing Fox, it won't be better. It will be worse. And
I personally thought this episode was pretty decent.
Yes, you keep saying that, Lou Rod, and I can't see how you find it decent because, I mean,
well,
sure.
Unlike you, I don't dive deep into the mythos and all this other bullshit.
I love doing that. I love
Okay,
doing that.
that's why you find it
Yeah.
unappealing to you. To me,
Yeah.
she was just a chick that looked like a vampire for a brief second. She was a mixture of a vampire and like a woman that could swim in water with the way her hands would get.
They weren't webbed fingers. They were more like scales. So if anything, she was closer to a snake.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah, but
No, she's a side bus.
she was not a
Whedon does
succubus.
a lot, and religious nut jobs can lick my left black nut.
Okay, but for those who don't know, that would be the guy who's actually doing this whole broadcast thing. I'm hosting, and he's the one that's actually hosting the actual broadcast. That is Todd Grundle.
The button pusher.
Yes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
It's like the Wizard of Oz, only it's even more disappointing when you open the curtain.
It's pretty much me. I've been saying on the comments, so yeah, religious nut jobs, yeah, you can lick my left nut.
God
Just
damn,
being honest.
God damn it! This is not. We're not talking about religion here, dude. I mean, I'm talking about
I know,
mythology.
but I want to say it anyways. See what happens. Because I don't care.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the whole stuff that they're doing with Kali. I mean, like I said, the only high note of this episode was actually Jamie Murray herself, because I think that she is hot. She is really hot.
Was it me,
Sad.
or was it that Jenny is like kind of stalking Holly a little bit?
Well, if
you
he
remember-
said he was going to be back, and he's not back. I'm starting to get worried. Damn, girl, maybe he just stood your ass up.
But that's the thing that I actually noticed, because I actually made a speculation earlier in the season where Abby would get with Holly instead of Jenny, because Jenny had already sailed that boat. I mean, I don't know. I think
Holly's going to be the guy who had both sisters going intertwined. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Every guy's dream.
all right, Austin Powers. But
Get
but
in
also-
my belly!
But also, really quickly, Whedon, I'll make this one comment. It's going to be very important, too. Jenny's character is messed up. It doesn't make enough sense.
well,
she's not-
I don't know.
she's
I mean,
not
to be honest, at this point, I actually kind of like Jenny more than Abby. Jenny's
Yes,
actually making
yes,
more sense
yes.
than Abby.
Yeah, I like them both, but yeah, Jenny's a little bit more interesting. So,
And there is another high note
They're
that I am
both
very
hot,
pleased with this episode. Katrina was only in one scene.
Katrina was used for 5 whole minutes.
Pretty much. Yep.
5 whole minutes. She
Who
still,
cares? I'm sorry.
they
Who
still
cares?
found a way to bring up that useless plot. Where is my son? I need
Yes.
to know where my son is. Damn, bitch, he don't love you no more. Get over it.
Exactly. Get off his
Well,
nuts.
in her defense, a parent never gives up on their child.
Yes, but when your
Please.
child despises you and wishes you were dead, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
I
No
don't
shit.
even. At this point, we don't even have enough to speculate if Henry is alive or dead. We do not know.
He's still alive. He's still
He's
alive.
still
He keeps
alive.
showing John Noble's face.
Yeah, but that theory is based off of nothing.
Dude, honestly,
Oh,
all bullshit
please.
aside, when they were pulling the looking at Captain Irving through the glass, I thought I was gonna see Henry's face.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
they're gonna
see
steal
where
my
you did
idea,
that.
too. They're gonna steal my idea.
But now he has no reflection, and I swear, if they do that whole vampire route, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
What other route could they go? I mean, he's not a ghost.
Well, Ghost can also
He's
have.
Henry.
Actually, or maybe he could be John Chu's type of character from season 1.
Oh well, Andy Brooks. They had he had a reflection in mirrors, so it's
Did
not.
he?
It's not that. Yeah, he had,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't remember. I'd have to go back into the logical brain systems, and I don't want to.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Just like I said, hot demon chick played by Jamie Murray, who is a hot British woman, and then of course, and that's pretty much all I got to say. Everything else is just bland. I will say that it did kind of feel like a heist episode because they broke into, Teddy Knox's house. Yeah, and there was like that very cool combination lock with the vault. That was cool, and also the scene where it was like the trash compactor scene of A New Hope. That was very cool.
I love that shit.
There was the Star Wars reference. That was also cool.
Let me see.
But I don't know.
The villain was okay. Holly's backstory was okay. Abby was annoying. Ichabod, he seemed whiny, like a lost puppy without his lieutenant. Jenny, she seemed like a girl in love with a man that doesn't love her back.
No, Jane's the one who wants some beef. That's all she wants. She wants some beef
Well,
with
no,
Holly.
the thing that's going on between Ginny and Holly is that when Ginny was actually trying to get with the bartender, Holly basically broke the whole thing up and said like, "Hey, you're too good for him," that kind of thing. And then Ginny found out that Holly was jealous, and she said, "Yeah, you don't have the right to be jealous."
Yeah, he pulled an Isaiah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was cock blocking. Oh, what's up?
No, just because she had already tried to pursue something with Holly in the past, and he pushed her away, and then he's being jealous, and then Ginny said, "Yeah, you already said no to this, so."
Yeah, like, hey, you're saying no to this, like.
I have a question for you, Isaiah. How is Irving? Irving is Henry Teddy. Who the fuck is Henry Teddy?
He's not. Teddy was about Teddy Knox, and then also Henry was a mention to Henry. It had nothing to do with Irving.
I don't know, but I'm saying like Henry. I'm saying like Irving is Henry. If you're thinking about like, man, he's playing a face-off. It's a face-off.
Dude, Ichabod had a chance to school fat dude at the party and didn't even do it.
Yeah.
About the crossbow, the clothes, and all that shit. He had his opportunity to lay into some deep knowledge for him, and he couldn't do it because Abby was being a pushover like always. We gotta go, Ichabod. We gotta go.
To be fair, this is just being fair now. He could get some down the road. I'm just saying, like, he could get some down the road if it doesn't work out like wife. So, hey, it's like a big what if. I could always get some.
I don't think so anymore. I really don't see them two hooking up. I think she has something for Holly, but she doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, her love interest is actually going to be the same love interest for Ginny, which will create a rift between the two sisters.
Oh God!
There is no love interest for Ichabod because he already has one. It's Katrina.
Now, Isaiah, Charles, to your little point right there.
Yeah.
What if that opens up Jenny becoming a horseman in season 3?
Jenny becoming a horseman?
Yeah, so she can't have Holly. The sister drives the wedge, and her hatred drives her towards Moloch.
So basically what you're doing is that she would actually go through the same thing that Abraham went through when he became the horseman. Yeah. No, I don't even think Fox...
Hey, I didn't say headless. I just said a horseman of some sort.
No. That's what happened to Abraham. That's how he became a horseman.
Remember, what is old shall be new. What is old shall be new. So, her divine love for Holly, but Holly loving Abby, is going to drive her to go see Moloch. And Moloch is going to be like, yeah, baby, I got what you need. It's that demon power.
And you just turned a completely harmless TV show into a porno.
Hey, now, I would love to see that porno.
You a sick freak, Isaiah.
Hey, it's free, okay? It's going to be free. So,
God damn it. Enough about porno, please, okay? But
you mentioned that line.
Yes,
exactly.
Because you actually use the innuendos. So, yeah.
Well, I don't use innuendos. I use Isaiah logic.
God damn it. Okay, so... I think that we've pretty much said everything that needs to be said about the episode. So let's kick it into wild speculation. I'm gonna say what my wild speculation is last. How about Isaiah go first?
All right, folks. Now I'm really glad that we brought this up, but I'm gonna say it slowly though. Okay. So Irving is Henry. I'm gonna explain why though. My last theory, like Henry is like a virus within Irving due to the contract, because we don't know if that's actually broken or not. It could be broken, but we didn't see Henry's body, so he's not really dead. So it makes you think, like, wait a minute, is Henry still alive? Is he still using that contract as his own benefit? Because we still know about that contract and that future that Irving saw. It still could happen. That still could happen. That Henry has control over Irving still. We don't know how much control, and we don't know if Henry's a good guy again. But I highly doubt he's a good guy because we see villains cross each other over and over again. So Henry is still powerful. He's more powerful than the Headless Horseman, which is true. So this Headless Horseman thing is just bullshit. It really is, because Henry's going to come back like, give me back my throne, bitch, which he's going to do anyways. So Henry is the big bad, and Henry is using Irving to come back, but no one noticing it.
Yeah. Okay, Lou Rob, what is your speculation?
Jenny's gonna become evil.
So you're going to stick with Jenny becoming becoming a horseman.
I could see it happening. Love will do such wonders to you when you can't have it.
Well, in defense of that speculation, it has been mentioned that one of the four horsemen will be a woman, and it's going to be the Horseman of Conquest, also known as Pestilence. And so it may end up that might actually be Jenny. Isaiah originally thought that was going to become Katrina, but
I still think it is.
now that
You know, the reason why I won't see it as Katrina, because honestly, she is not capturing me on the screen, so they could like push her away for season 3, downgrade her from season regular to part-time. We'll call you when we need you.
Yeah, but okay, and then my speculation is that, well, I don't know. Let's see. Trying to figure it out because I actually kind of forgot it there for a second. So give me a second. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. Just I don't really know what to speculate. Really. I mean, I do think I am going to stick with my speculation that Jamie Murray will be coming back this season, and she will be a much stronger villain type role in season 3. Well, she will be able to show up in Sleepy Hollow because her other show, Defiance, is on Sci-Fi during the summer, so she can be in both shows. So
Fuck that show.
and so I don't know. I mean, now Moloch, I do not believe that Moloch is dead. I believe that he was just banished back to purgatory, is what happened. Henry, I don't have enough information to even speculate if he's alive or dead. So I'm going to wait and see on that point.
Henry's on a sabbatical, taking a nice long nap like a bear hibernating somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Okay, and also with Lou Rod's speculation about Jenny possibly becoming a horseman at some point, I'd be okay with that. I think it would actually make her pretty. I think it would actually do wonders for her character if they turned her into a horseman. And I also final speculation for the episode. Captain Reyes. I'm sticking to my speculation that Captain Reyes actually knows about everything going on, and she is going to be a part of the side of good. Like, maybe she might not be affiliated with the Angels, but because, well, I mean, come on, the Angels in Sleepy Hollow are the same as the Angels in Supernatural. Angels are dicks. And I think that she's probably going to be a part of a group or a cult, possibly, that is going to be similar to the Freemasons, which had a much stronger role in season 1 of Sleepy Hollow. So maybe she's going to be a part of another group similar to the Freemasons, or maybe a different sect of the Freemasons.
Well,
and
she can't be part of Freemasons because they're dicks. Freemasons are dicks.
Yeah. Okay, well, that concludes my wild speculation. So, does anybody have anything to pimp or any final points before we put this to a close?
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Ghostbusters will be in theaters July 22nd, 2016. Save the date if you want to go see bullshit at its finest. Busting Ghost.
Okay, that's not exactly what I had in mind for pimping, but okay, that works. Yep.
Hey, breaking news.
Can I
you heard it here first. Lobo! Loco!
Oh, yes, Lobo. Yes.
Oh, please. Okay.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen.
Ghostbusters for one split second. I, however, Todd Grundle here. How you doing, folks? I am happy with the direction they're taking with the Ghostbusters, being that they have now chosen the female route. They could have gone that female route very bad, and I think the casting news was a bit of fresh air. That is all.
They needed to add a funnier person. The cast that they hired for this movie is not funny.
All right, Isaiah, do you have anything to pimp before we draw this to the close?
Yes, really quickly, folks. Yes, check out me at Isaiah Zone of the nice YouTube channel, and check out The Zone, which is a sister cousin of Boom City Boys. Yes, we're all in the same family, son. We're all in the same family.
You mean a sister cousin of Geeks of the Round, right?
Both ways, son. Both ways, because that's Isaiah logic.
Okay, well, we'll just put that into the Isaiah logic file and lock it up and throw away the key. So, anywho, now
You can't
comes
lock
the
it
time
up.
for my
You can't lock it up.
now comes the time for my closing statement, where basically, just as a final statement, I actually did not like this episode. Like I said, my rating for this episode would be a 3.7 out of 10. I really expected better for Sleepy Hollow, but I actually am not expected. Actually, this is pretty average for Fox on a normal day. So, anywho, thanks for watching the Geeks of the Round Hangout discussion for Sleepy Hollow Season 2, Episode 14, Kali Yuga. Be sure to check us out next week for Episode 15, where I don't remember the name of the episode, but we'll figure it out when we do the Hangout next week. Be sure to check out Geeks of the Round's other shows, where we discuss Agent Carter, which will be tomorrow, where we also discuss The Flash tomorrow. And then also on Thursdays, we discuss Arrow. We also have discussions for The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. Walking Dead, unfortunately, will not be coming back until February, so you'll be able to see our hangout discussions in February, while Game of Thrones starts back up in March, and you will see the discussions for those at that time. So once again, thanks for watching us, and if you like this video, great. If you want to favor the video, awesome. And hey, by the way, subscribe. We will see you next week, and have a good one.